So, have you ever wanted to put an ice cube in your drink without getting your fingers cold or wet?
Yeah.
Okay, well let's try. What you will need is ice cubes, a glass of water, a plate, and pieces of string. 2 different types of salt, or just one if you're just trying to not do an experiment like we are. Then the first thing that we're going to do is just dry string with just an ice cube. Then we will try a wet string with just an ice cube, and then we will try it with 2 different kinds of salt to see which one holds better in a faster amount of time. First, we're going to do the dry string on the ice cube, and we're going to wait to see how long it'll take to stick. Well, it's been a minute, so we're going to try. You can go ahead and pick it up.
Alright.
Oh, well that obviously didn't work, so we're going to go ahead and try the wet string now. Okay, Mr. Hosser, well, we were trying to make Halloween ice cubes for you that were orange to show you how creative we were, but because of the food coloring, our experiment's not working. So now we're just going to use plain ice cubes without food coloring. So we have to start our project all over again because it wasn't working. So we're going to start over. Okay, this is the dry string, so you can go ahead and lay the dry string on there. And we're going to wait about a minute and see if anything happens. Okay, well it's been a minute, so you can go ahead and try to pick it up with the string and see if it'll work. Well, that's not going to work, so we're going to try the wet string now and see how long that takes to hold. We will also use a minute. Okay, and now we're going to wait a minute to see if it will hold this time. Okay, well it's been a minute with the wet string, so you can go ahead and try to pick it up. Well, the wet string, it kind of stuck a little and made an indent, but it still didn't pick it up. I guess the ice cube was too heavy for the wet string. So now we're going to go ahead and try it with the iodized sea salt. So we can put with a wet string, so you can wet 2 pieces of string. We're going to use the time trials 1 minute and 2 minutes to see which one has the better hold with the wet string, and a pinch of salt to use the same. You can go ahead and do the pinches of salt to see if the salt will melt the ice to make it stick. Alright, and we're going to wait 1 minute and 2 minutes. So we'll see you in a minute and 2 minutes. This is after 1 minute, so you can go ahead and pick it up.
It kind of feels like it's falling off.
So we can wait a couple more seconds because now it's almost 2 minutes, and then we can pick up the 2 minute one to see how that one feels. Okay, you can go ahead and pick up the 2 minute one now.
Alright.
It's been 2 minutes. How does that one feel?
It feels like it's on there pretty good.
Alright, well, that was our iodized sea salt, so now we're going to go ahead and try it with 2 different ice cubes and 2 different pieces of string with the first kosher salt. So we can take these ice cubes, grab 2 other ones, and I will cut 2 more pieces of string that we have to get wet. Okay, there's 1 and 2. It doesn't matter what size the string is. Kosher salt. And then we're just going to use a pinch of salt still with.
We can do that.
Why don't you do the pinch since you did the pinches for the other one? So they're the
All
same
right.
pinch. Alright, and we're going to use the same time trials. This one's going to be 1 minute and this one's going to be 2 minutes, so we'll see you back in about a minute. Alright, it's been a minute, so you can go ahead and pick the 1 minute one up. How does that one feel?
Pretty good, but over here it's kind of coming off.
Oh, so on the corners it really didn't stick. Maybe this one kind of did. Maybe we just didn't put enough salt on that corner for it to stick. Do you want to take a guess on why this actually works? better than just the wet string? Just take a guess.
It melts the ice. And then, so the string will go into the ice, and then the water will freeze over the string. So it'll be like.
Alright, go ahead and pick the 2-minute one up. Does that one feel like it holds it stronger?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I guess we could say that the longer that you leave the string on with the ice over a longer period of time, it actually holds the string in there longer. Okay, we have Spencer here, our other partner for this project. He's been filming the whole time, so he's going to go ahead and try this project, well, this experiment by himself. So you have your ice that you have. You can pick any one out of the whole tray. Your glass of water, a string, and 2 different types of salt. The coarse kosher salt and the iodized sea salt. So you're going to take the ice cube out on the plate.
Okay, taking the ice cube out on the plate. Wetting the string. Laying the string on top. Getting the coarse kosher salt. And sprinkling a pinch onto the ice cube.
Alright, now we're going to wait a minute. So it's been a minute, so go ahead and see if it's going to work for you. It finally worked for you after a couple tries that we have not put in the video. But, okay. I'm going to ask you the same question. Why do you think this works?
Because the ice lowers the freezing point of the water and it melts and then freezes over the string.
Salt dissolves in water easily. The sodium chloride breaks apart in the water and the water dissociates and the salt confuses water molecules so they can't freeze as easy. The salt melts the ice molecules on the surface and the salt escapes into the water. That's why it melts. So when the string goes down into the ice little, some of the fresh water from the bottom rises above the string and freezes over. There are fewer water molecules in there because some of the water has been replaced by salt. The total number of water molecules captured in the salt per second goes down. The rate of melting is unchanged by the pressure of the foreign material, which would be the string. So melting occurs faster and freezing. This is an endothermic process, and our controls through the whole project were the amount of salt used for the actual time trials was 1 pinch by the same person to have it so it wasn't different by 2 different people. And the same size ice cube was used coming from the exact same tray each time. Oh, sorry. We're gonna have some fun bloopers. Did you stop it?
No, just keep going.
Okay. Oh, okay. Mr. Hostler, I'm sorry that we kind of. No, I don't know what to say. Never mind. Scratch that. What did I say I was gonna say? You can turn it off. We're gonna have him try the experiment now to see if he can do it with just. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Stop it. Okay, well, it's been a minute, so you can go ahead and lift it up and see if it'll come out of the ice cube tray. Okay. Okay, well, it's been a minute now, so you can go ahead and lift it up to see if it's going to come out of the ice tray. Turn it off! A little ice block. It's like a... I don't know. Oh, oops. I wonder if someone's hair was wet, if it would stick to someone's hair. I mean, sometimes you don't even need salt. Don't put that in there. Put that in there because that's okay.
I almost stuck.
I hate when it gets stuck to your tongue. Look at that.